The question is, how do you get your resume to the right person? Well, let's first talk about the two audiences that you do have. You have the HR department and you have the hiring executive. Now, what's interesting about these two audiences is that your audience is not the Human Resources Department. The Human Resources Department only hires for HR. They screen for everybody else, but they don't screen in, they screen out. Your audience must be the hiring influence. So now the question is, how do you get to the hiring influence? And believe it or not, it's not difficult. All you have to do is just work the phones or do a little bit of research and find out who is at the vice presidential level. One of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to mail your materials into the person that will look at you as a competitor. You want to always go in higher than the position that you want. And in most cases, the best way to do it is to go to that level where the individual knows what's happening in the organization. And in many cases, it's even above the vice president level. So if you send it to the chief operating officer, that individual understands who has the issues. So if you happen to be in IT, he's going to make sure that the material gets down to the chief information officer. Or if your situation is that you're in administration, then it will go to the chief financial officer, who is in charge of finance and administration. So the key is do a little research, but if you're good with the telephone, pick up the phone, call the central number for the company, be nice to the operator or the receptionist when you get that individual on the line, and let them know that you've got an important piece of information and you need the name of this particular executive. It's not difficult. Understand one important fact though. HR, from the hiring standpoint, for those of you who are in transition, HR is the enemy. Not in the sense that their function is not important. It's an extremely important function because they need to control the hiring process. We can't have people as loose cannons throughout the company doing their own hiring. But if you want to get in the door, you have to go around the HR people. And the way to do that is to write to the hiring executive and make sure that when you write to them, that you talk to them about their needs. Keep in mind there's only one issue in the job market, and that issue is the hiring executive's needs. There's no other issue. So look at your materials and ask yourself a simple question. Why are you talking about anything except the hiring executive's needs? One final point. Websites are monitored by the HR department. No other department in the corporation wants to have anything to do with the website once it's constructed. So the people that are monitoring the website is HR. So if the only thing you're doing is going to the website and submitting your paper, your resume, into the website, then you're going right into HR, and HR is going to just simply eliminate you. Avoid the HR department. Learn to use direct mail strategies.